Good evening, patrons, matrons, and everyone in between. Welcome to tonight's show of A Comedy of Terrors here at the Funhouse Lounge. And now, your merry wives of Monty, Monty. Woo!
Welcome to the Funhouse Lounge, everybody. Who has never been here before? Yay! Welcome. Who has been here before? Welcome back. As I chit-chatted to, I think, almost all of you, tonight is the very second night of Comedy of Terrors. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fantastic. So tonight's show will be number 1, Shakespearean in nature.
Woo!
Number 2, based on a suggestion from you. And number 3, completely improvised. Everyone go dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. I know it is impressive. It is. I know. Goodness. So we're going to start the show off with a little bit of information from you. So first I'm going to warm you up a little bit. So on the count of 3, say your name. 1, 2, 3.
Charlie.
Nice to meet you. I'm Monty. Nice to meet you. On the count of 3, say your favorite color. 1, 2, 3.
Blue.
Perfect. Mine too. And now, I'm going to ask you a little bit more of a complicated question. On the count of 3, what's your favorite movie? 1, 2, 3.
Life is beautiful.
I know, that was a little harder. Good job. We all great. Fantastic. That's about the level of things I'm going to ask you. So we're going to ask you for your input. We're going to ask a little bit of questions about that, and then you get to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. It's going to be, how many of you have seen an improv show before? Make some. How many of you have never seen an improv show before? We'll try to meet your low expectations. So tonight's show is going to be one long story with an intermission in the middle, or intermission, the clock, whatever that is. Yeah, and it's going to start with some information from you. So the Comedy of Terrors part is we're going to start with a classic movie monster. So the 1950s kind of campy horror movies. That's our inspiration. So who can think of
The Mummy. Werewolf.
We got lots of them right away. We got the Mummy,
Vampire.
werewolf, we got vampires. These are all very good. I like all. I'm gonna see. I heard Mummy, werewolf, vampires. Which one am I gonna focus on? I'm gonna say werewolf. What are 3 most important things, just so that everybody is on the same page, because all these stories are different. What are 3 most important? Who did werewolf? I can't see you. We're back. Okay, there we go. What are the 3 most important things to know about werewolves?
They changed with the full moon.
They change with the full moon.
Silver
Hairy.
bullet.
They're hairy. They can be killed with a silver bullet. I also heard, we're writing this down, sorry. It's not magic. People backstage are writing this down. So, they're changed with the full moon. They're hairy. They can be killed with a silver bullet. We also mentioned that there was talk of mummies and vampires, if it comes up. So, tonight's show is going to be based in werewolves. And it's going to be, as in Shakespeare stole a lot of plots for his plays from people. And so we are going to imagine that this might be a Shakespeare play that maybe werewolf movie writers stole perhaps a plot or inspiration from it. So, I know. So, picture it. Elizabeth I is queen. People are saying the unbalanced stuff. We take you now to tonight's episode, never before seen, never seen again, of Comedy of Terror. Ooh. Werewolf!
very foreign. Quite, I agree, sir.
Oh, Roderick, as if you weren't to agree with me, your great and loyal leader.
I agree.
Roderick, in the past 3 days we've journeyed together. Have you yet to disagree with me but once?
Ah, but I'm in a pickle now, sir, for if I should say yes, then I would be agreeing with you, but the fact of the matter is I have not yet disagreed, and so I know not what to say to you in this particular circumstance, sir.
Oh, Roderick, you are but the best.
Oh, yes, sir.
And
yes,
when my
sir.
father died, I was but honored that you would, of course, accompany me on such a journey.
Of course, sir, of course. As your father was a great man, so you will be even greater.
Oh, please,
Yes.
Roderick, as if you were to name a few of those things.
Well, thou hast hair upon thy face.
But of course I do,
Yes.
for my father had but a beard, long enough to both curl,
Yes.
braid, and play it.
thou hast muscles upon thy arms and on thy
Oh.
chest.
But of course,
Yes.
for I do lift many a thing back home.
And thou art cunning. Thou art cunning like no other, for I have seen thee figure things out in ways that most men would never do.
Oh, Roderick,
Yes.
you are but the best of servants and a
Yes.
perfect accomplice to this unique forest. Were we to spend a night here, would you be able to suffice?
Yes, sir, for you I will suffice, although I would rather not. I will.
Oh, it grows darker.
Quite a sudden change in the amount of ambient light.
Cold I grow, Roderick.
Yes, me as well. Would they like me to rub myself around me, sir?
Have I ever not?
True, sir, true. Since you were a little boy.
Oh, the rubbings of you, Roderick.
Yes.
The rubbings of your hands. There.
I
You
just
keep
rub
me
well,
warm.
yes.
And yet, we do have wood here in this
Yeah.
forest. Perhaps we shall both venture outward, find some wood, and of course, return hence with wood for a fire.
Of course, sir. of
Though I
course.
do appreciate the strong, masculine, and loyal hands of a servant as yours, I prefer the heat of a fire.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Oh, good Sister Valerie, to see our kingdom laid before us, there's no finer sight.
Oh, I do wish to be much higher in station and actually look across the land from a higher standpoint, no? Do you wish to be in the palace, the castle, the hill, the house, the large building in which we could glance across that land? I do. It is not that this house is not large enough, it's that I wish it to be larger. I know you feel the same, my brother, my twin, Picard.
Yes, Valerie, I do so agree, but when I look upon thy house, upon such house on the hill,
Yes, the castle, the palace, indeed, where the king doth live.
I fear that we shall never make our station to where we may enter said castle.
Well, this is true if we let it be true. However, if we dream big and allow our dreams to fill the air, and indeed our brains, perhaps we may hatch a plan yet that would allow one of us to raise our station and live in that castle.
That is wonderful, Valerie. But what such means should we have to find our way into said castle? I cannot climb said wall.
Nay, nay. Your eyes, they are blind, for you see me as your sister, and this is the way it should be. However, I am indeed a lady. Am I not? I have hips and breasts, have I not? Don't look, it's weird.
You have? Not that my eye hath ever been witness to
Ricard,
such-
worry not. I have drawn attention to these things not for you to have an emotion, my being, but instead to see the possibility.
Indeed. In fact, if we were to make you a lady and me your humble servant.
Yes, I am a lady, but I shall be a lady. This is a good plan, Picard. A good plan. And we do know it. The king, he is not wed, and I shall seduce him. But I do not fit the part. You, however, look.
Dear Valerie, my assemblage is not quite proper for said task.
I disagree. Ricard, your best. It need but 0 more buttons. You have precisely the number of buttons in keeping with a servant. However, we have not called you such, for it is not exactly true until this day.
I am in agreement, fair Valerie. In 1 month's time, we shall take our place in the castle.
Do you know what I see? No. I see, as I peer through these o'ergrown trees, foolish mortals, hard at play.
It is one of the things they do best.
Do you know what I tire of?
No.
Foolish mortals!
Yes, truly it is so, for they are extremely dim-witted.
Yea, they do wander into the woods, my woods, our domain, and they do say, oh, adventure, oh, excitement, here's where I shall find my fortune.
'Tis most true, your highness.
It doth tire me. I am a-weary of handing out trinkets and charms and spells and graciousness.
Indeed, you have been most put upon. Truly, you must be weary indeed.
Yes, I do thank thee. I do thank thee for thy ministrations. Do I After years and decades upon years and centuries of catering to foolish mortals, it is a relief to be catered to. I do swear, the next mortal that shall cross my path, oh, I shall give such a curse.
You shall?
Yea.
A curse is a much better entertainment than a charm.
'Tis true. 'Tis true. For when a mortal doth say, oh, dear lady of the woods, give me a charm to fall in love, what doth he do? He trippeth back to the castle to fall in love with a lady. And what get I from this interaction? Nothing! I spy a poor fish caught in a stream. I say, oh, my moment is of pity, and I do free the fish. And the fish doth say, oh, thank thee, and then swim away. What do I get? Not a fish. Not even a bite. Not even any dinner. No thanks at all. It is true. It is wearying to be so generous and wonderful.
Indeed, you have been most put upon. Thy destiny is cruel.
Yea, yea. But I do think that there be rumblings in these woods.
Indeed.
And see, look, the moon waxeth. Soon it shall be full.
Indeed it shall, and I, your loyal servant, shall have a part to play.
Aye, perhaps not today, but soon, in a day or so.
fine day upon the land. The land that is mine, and has been mine, and has been my father's before me. 'Tis such a fine day, for the harvest is growing well, and the people are happy and content. And yet it has been such for 2 centuries of a happy land with no concerns. 'Tis easy to rule such a land. And yet, I am not content. For I am alone. And once I pass from this world, it shall be over. I have no one to take my land when I pass away.
My lord.
Come. Speak.
We come to advise you on the state of the kingdom.
We come to speak on behalf of the people.
With prose most flowery and metaphor most belabored.
And emotions most delicate and inert beneath our bosoms and wombs.
Yes, as you do each and every day, and it is the same. Everything is fine, everything is as it should be, I suppose.
Indeed, that is the case on most days.
On most days, the case it would be.
However, we do have a query for you. Would you prefer first the good news or the bad?
Or perhaps the bad first and the good second.
Well, this is surprising that there should not be bad news. And yet you have both indicated that there be news, both good and bad.
Or perhaps good may be a proper term that would increase in value were it to say be underscored with news that were less good.
Well, then perhaps I should hear the bad news prior to the good news, so that the good news will seem gooder still.
Ah.
Yes, wise.
That you are, my lord.
Thank you.
The bad news first, then.
The bad news first.
The people do starve.
The starving happens with the people.
It has been happening for many moons now. However, we did just only manage the courage to tell you.
Thou art quite deceitful, for I have been sitting here on my throne day after day thinking that the harvest is a grand harvest, and that everyone is happy, and yet now you tell me that that is not in fact the case.
And thus the good news, my lord. The harvest is a grand harvest.
Then there will be food for all. Problem is solved. Why, that was easy. Quite an easy job.
My lord, were we to provide the harvest, our great harvest, the grand harvest, no less, to the lovely people of our magnificent
Who
community,
are starving at the present time,
what harvest would we have to enjoy ourselves?
well, the way that we have secured power all these centuries is to share what we
Fighting.
have. I'm not-
Large walls around our chambers.
Yes, these are all part of what we do, but for our
A
own...
deep, dark moat encompassing the entire realm of the castle.
One has to have defense just in case.
An intimidation of the general populace.
Well, they have to know who's the king.
Haunted stories of the surrounding forest.
Well, we have to keep everybody in line and not have them go wandering for better lands.
Perhaps if we were to keep these people, they could, of course, mend our clothing,
Stoke our fires.
Stoke our fires.
sire our desires.
So in reality, we have food because we have a grand harvest.
Oh, 'tis the greatest of news, my lord.
'Tis just to our benefit to perhaps withhold the harvest from those that would benefit the most from it.
Just so, my lord.
'Tis the bad, my lord.
Well, advises you have been to my family for, well, your fathers and mothers before you, and so I must agree, as that is the way.
Very good.
Very good.
We shall bid you do with your thoughts. Perhaps more shall arise.
Well, the harvest is grand. Too bad things aren't so good in my land.
I have come with a jest most terrible, for I am regard.
And I have come with disguise most convincing, for I am Valerie. And yet venture we forth to find our fortune. Though terrifying is this great wood, I feel confident that if we want it, up to the castle we will go indeed. It will be our destiny, and we will realize it together. Now let us practice. Fetch me something to eat, servant. I am hungry.
Yes, Lord, Lady Valerie,
Oh God, the noises and the cowering, they're good. However, they do not convey my title convincingly.
prithee, I'm trying here.
I'm not a professional when it comes to deceiving. However, I am a woman and know a thing or two about playing a part.
I do understand. So my equivocation must be stronger. What other tactics may I use to pull the wool over said king's eyes?
Perhaps in calling me lady, you must avert your eyes.
Lady Valerie,
Yes, this is right.
should not I have a new servant?
But soft, we are not alone. In this shopping area, we are met at market with other listeners, including, hello, strangers?
Do look at them. Do look at these mortals.
Highness, they do think they see you. Methinks you should cast some illusion. Hello, bring you something to say. I should not be making this announcement. We have already failed our deceit. Please.
Hello, fair ladies. I am a servant of Lady Valerie and not her brother.
Ay me, it is one of these. I do hereby cast a glamour upon us that we appear not but washerwomen. What mean you? What mean you, young man?
Brother, be afeard for they be witches.
Speakest thou loudly, for we are but elderly.
Yea,
Look upon them. They are not the beautiful maidens which stood here moments ago. Have you no eyes in your head? Have you no brain in your skull?
Though I in this text be a servant to you, I need you to defend me from said terrible.
Very well, for I do have strength. Hello. We did not expect to meet two such women of your elderly stature, and yet perhaps you can but help us.
Perhaps.
I wish a potion to transform.
ay me, there 'tis the rub, the question, the thing that I did anticipate. Oh, lady, first thou must grant a boon. Thou must help me to walk from here to there, and then we shall see.
Oh, why waste you our time when I wish only to fall in love with the king? Is this a request too extreme that we must take the time to have you cross?
Lady, thou playest not the game, for though thou be smarter than the usual foolish mortal who doth cross my path,
Fair
thou
watchword.
must. Dost thou interrupt me, young whelp?
Anger her much, for we need her help to succeed.
Wilt thou not do the dance with me, lady, and help me to cross from here to there?
If I help her, perhaps she will help me, but if I help her, perhaps she will deceive deceive me further. I am unclear as to which will gain me the prize I seek.
Highness, I did hear that she wishes to be wed to the king, is it not so?
Yea, and did I not say also that the next foolish mortal that did ask a boon should be cursed?
Indeed, just so. And so I have had an inkling in my brain, the first in many moons.
Aye. Speak it.
Would it not be an entertainment for both yourself and me if he were to be she and she were to be he?
Thou playest a game I enjoy. Young people, wouldst thou hold my hand?
I think we should do this request, for then she will look upon us with favor, and could not be unkind. I will hold your hand.
And thou must also hold my hand.
But in truth, are you finished speaking?
Huh? Dance of switching. For we must also do the dance of witching. What is right was now left, and left now right. Oh, full moon that gleameth white. This curse shall not be undone till blood fall upon the daughter and the son.
Dear Valerie, what trouble have we come across? How do we make it right?
Oh, good Roderick! I know not.
Oh, it's me! To achieve our plans, I will now have to wed the king, for I am in the body that he will desire. Oh, why curse you thusly? Why put this shame upon him, the king who must be deceived?
And I was perform the assemblage of the lady? Lady Valerie?
Nay,
Truly you did most ably deceive. And now in darkness we take our leave.
Tis dark and cold. Oh, sir, hello, sir. Well,
Roderick,
you've found many a log for the fire.
and yet you have none.
I found myself giving myself my own self-rub to keep me warm.
Oh, gentle, sweet, and ignorant Roderick. Thou hast returned from the cold, warmth, and yet no warmth to provide for us as a pair, a duo.
I can always rub these, sir.
Careful.
On that prick, sir.
But a simple scratch, a passing by animal, but nothing to worry and warrant about. And yet, the fire is still cold.
Yes, sir. Hath thou flint?
Roderick, the fire is still cold.
Yes. Yes, sir. I shall rub these smaller sticks together. Perhaps even without flint I shall somehow manage to create a spark.
Oh, Roderick, my hands are but warm, strong. The fire is yet still cold.
Perhaps. Sir, if I may say so, thou art a bit testy. Thou art usually of such fine spirit.
Just these woods, cold and foreign. Fires, still cold.
'Tis cold, thou hast said it many a time.
And yet it does not sink into thy head. This forest is but a foreign and cold place. Not like our warmth of Desertia.
Tis true. But the moon doth shine bright, and so there is light at least. So thou art quite testy, as I said before.
I am but a cold, basic lord. And yet my servant does nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, but I have done nothing for many a year, and I have never mentioned it before.
Tis this wood.
I see.
And
Look
the
at me
fire.
again. What is that sound?
Tis the beast that I encountered earlier, no doubt.
Oh. Look. Thou hast a look in thine eye that I had never seen before.
Thou should have seen it. I have said it many a time in the last few minutes. The
Fire is cold. It is. I will do, sir, in this mood you're in, I will do whatever you like, and these twigs upon each other I will strike.
Roderick!
Yes, sir!
Thou speakest true, and thou will do whatever I like.
Yes.
I speak, and thou shalt do. I command, and thou shalt follow.
Yes, sir, command me, sir.
I state,
Yes,
and thou shalt accomplish.
I will accomplish it as best as I can,
I
sir.
state quite clearly. to you.
Yes, yes,
The fire is cold!
So I have never made a fire before. And yet I shall.
Ah.
I shall.
Ah,
sir.
look there. There.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
You see accomplishment.
A magical
Mind to it.
spot happened to accomplish the feat I thought could never be met.
As did I. As did I.
Yes.
For I did worry it many a time that it would never be completed. Oh.
Oh. Oh, look, as the things do rise higher. I'm pretty good, don't you think so, sire?
My brother, this fire doth burn. And this, my lord, was your turn. Oh, no.
This does not feel right. I do not wish to be in this body. I wish to be in that one.
Oh.
We will remedy our state. I will put on your necklace and your clothes, and I will be me, and you will wear this, and you will be you.
Yes! Yes! This seems a logical conclusion.
I will begin with the jewels. Oh, clumsy man fingers! Know you not how to work a clasp? Oh!
I just... I can't take this off. My woman assemblage is...
There is no use. I must stay as Ricard, and you must stay as Valerie. We will proceed with our plan. I can indeed play servant to you. Here, return thy necklace, for it did not change my look.
There, sister. But
Yes.
shall we continue with this line of
Yes.
execution?
But you cannot call me sister. No, I am your servant, Ricard. And I must walk thusly and talk thusly. And you are no longer my dear brother, but instead you are sweet Lady Valerie, to be wed to the king once you seduce him.
If I am sweet Lady Valerie, why not my fingers be able to clasp this necklace around my neck?
A lady's fingers are delicate and difficult to work. Perhaps between the two of us we can. I should learn to do these things as your servant.
You should learn to do these things. My servant.
Yes, my lady. Right away, my lady.
Good sister. Brother. this be our line of execution, then it must be me who is wed to
Yes,
the king.
I had said so, not before.
But now it has set in! And wedding is a wedding, but there are such events that happen post-wedding that give me such frightening ideas in my mind.
Yes, but you do occupy the body that is set for the task. The task I did so anticipate. And yet here we are, unless by some miracle something were to change back. We have been transformed and we must accept our fate.
Dear sister, I resign to this plan, but I only wish that I can somehow give you your dream at the same time. I wish only to live in the castle, but your love shall be scorned.
I will live vicariously through your actions and all will be well. But to succeed we need a test, for I still sound and speak as though I am me and not you.
I still sound and speak as if I am me and not you.
Bye! 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 Bye!
Prithee, if only I can get this necklace upon my neck, then I soon could become quite a lady.
We
Melody.
have 4 handsome.
My lord, my lady.
We are saved!
It's an eerie night, Percival.
Indeed, Timothy.
Yet, we tasked to walk amongst the streets and forests of our great kingdom. The king has tasked us with.
The king has tasked you.
And yet you join me, Percival.
Must I?
Well, wherever I go, thou as follows. And yet, wherever thee, I too, in kind. Do you not wish to go with me?
I must tell you a secret.
Speak, for I believe we are alone.
I have never told you this before. I am afeard of the dark. And I do not want to go out, not even in your company.
Dearest Percival, may I speak freely to thee?
Always, Timothy.
I too am afeard of the dark.
Then, because we are equally afeard, it makes good sense only that we should go together.
Indeed. And yet,
It does seem bigger
and darker,
and wilder.
quicker than expected. I am tasked with said duty to venture outward into the darkness. You are not. I will bid thee adieu.
And yet you do not leave.
Oh, the darkness does come quicker. Percival?
Timothy!
Oh! 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 Percival! light a simple, basic mortal sees before the moment of death. The brightness like a glowing ember, a guidance, a door opening wide, as if the morning dew sunrise bleaks into the eyes.
Thou speakst the right water. For thou art at the crossroads of life and death.
What demon speaks now?
'Tis I, spirit of a wolf. I have entered thy body and thy soul. For some, the spirit of the wolf doth enter their body and reanimate them. But for thou, poor friend, I fear 'tis the other way.
Is the light I come?
Yea, what seest thou there?
A great harvest. People eating, sounds of cheering, and yet no Percival. Take you him as well.
Not yet. Wouldst thou that I should?
Oh, thou would ask me a question so deep. My best friend at my side makes me happy, and yet my best friend dead makes me sad. Let him live, spirit, if that be thy wish.
That is the last boon that I will grant thee, for look.
Oh, darn. I had other options.
'Tis too late for thee, Peter. For look, even now the brightness doth grow bigger and the darkness smaller. Why not go into that great harvest?
I shall. Adieu. Adieu.
Timothy! Percival! Where art thou?
I am here, Highness.
Thou hast been gone for 3 eves.
Certainly I were not hiding in the cellar. That would be silly.
Methinkest thou hast been hiding in the cellar!
It is true, Highness, and I beg thy pardon. It is only I have lost Timothy, and I do not know where he is, and I do not function as a solo.
Lost Timothy? Well, how will I make my decisions without the 2 of you?
We will test it.
Speak sooth.
Prefer you first the good news or the bad? Or preferest thou the bad and then the good?
This just does not have the same ring, for you are the same person, simply saying the same thing in 2 ways.
It is quite tiring.
Yes, for me as well.
Now announcing the arrival of Lady Valerie. I do think it is working.
Hast thou any knowledge of what is going on?
I do apologize, Highness. I am not up to date on the matters of the castle as I have been.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, for I am but a servant. You need not know my name, for I'm not enough. However, we have heard the good word of the land that you seek ye a wife, and so we present the Lady Valerie.
Who is this beauty? Well, I have never seen a woman with such charms. My eyes must deceive me. Hast thou seen a woman that looketh like her in your life?
No, Highness, her visage is like an angel. She is the most feminine creature I have yet laid eyes on.
She doth bring my heart to the heavens by her very glance.
The feelings in my heart doth confuse me so. For I celebrate the reaction of the king, and yet I will not enjoy the celebration.
Good king.
Good king!
A voice! A voice also is the sound of an angel.
It is clear as a bell, sire, like a chorus in many harmonies.
Yes, 'tis voices all filling each other and coming together like a harmony, as thou hast said.
Good king, I do envy your lands of such beauty that sprawl across all the eye can see.
Slow thy tongue, sister, but could you speak too fast and you will give away the plot.
I hate them.
And yet an overcorrection.
She does say that she hates the grand harvest that we have produced. What will I woo her with? Percival, tell me.
Forgive me, king, for my lady. Don't speak thusly, for she has a wish only for you to be honored. Oh, I do hope he does by my excuse.
Pray tell, what is your name?
My name is Lady Valerie.
Lady Valerie.
Lady Valerie, even the name, such a name as Valerie that I had never heard such before, it doth ring true to me.
Methinks you seem quite smitten, sire.
I shall gather myself. Yes.
King, if you are so gathered, I meant not any harm when I made my comments about your beautiful fields. I just see the crops of your harvest.
Good.
What is this crop? It groweth one.
Good curiosity and trait very attractive in a bride. I know nothing, I am a servant.
What crop grow you?
Lady Valerie, tis all the crops of the kingdom. Yes.
For that was my quarrel with it. For all the crops of the kingdom, they do not yet sing praise that such a king as yourself is so stationed. It is my belief that all the crops should be one crop, that do give honor to a king as yourself.
Surely the lady is not getting ahead of herself and suggesting ways in which the king should rule, but instead is seducing with her brain what thoughts, what ideas, what I
She
think.
speaketh quite clumsily, but yet I am enamored with it.
I do see that upon your face, sire, if I might only for a moment.
Yes, advice first.
Perhaps I would entreat you to invite she and her vassal to stay with us for a few nights. You could dig through her mind better.
'Tis sage advice.
Look apart, for I think it is working.
Lady Valerie, and
I am but a servant. You
And-
need not learn my name. It is Ricard, not important.
and Ricard, would thou like us to spend the next few nights with us here in the castle?
Oh, lucky we are. What a grand gesture. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The lady should accept.
Your offer I so graciously accept, and I shall stay one night and the next.
Most excellent good people, I pray you follow me hence, and I will make the preparations.
Our deceit, though strangely twisted, it seems as though we've been assisted.
Lady Valerie. No. Thou art charming.
My king, I shall see you on the morrow.
Look at the foolish games of these mortals. Who is what and which is who? Whether the crop grow or wilt, does it matter? No, for the wolves shall take them all soon. For look, there glows the full of the moon. smoke other things, and we will see you again in just about 10 minutes. Welcome back from intermission, everyone. Give yourself some snacks for intermission. Nice. Well, here we are at the Funhouse Lounge, where we are legally obligated to provide you with fun. It's in the name. And Shakespearean horror improv is perhaps the most esoteric thing we have going on at the moment, but we always have tons of stuff happening. We have, oh my gosh, I just forgot. Right after this tonight at 10 o'clock is a comedy show called Everybody Hates You. Not you. It's a comedy roast. We have lots and lots of periodic shows. That I think is a monthly show. This show runs until I think the end of the month. I don't know. Coming up after this show is a musical, an original musical that we've been working on for a while. It's a musical about Batman. And I believe it is called Bat Musical, the Musical, a little Dark Knight music. And it is about all of the various iterations of Batman throughout the years. Coming up in December is once again the return of the old classic Die Hard. It has sold out almost every show it's ever done, so once tickets go on sale, I recommend snapping them up. And we have Burlesque. The next one is in September, and the next one after that is in October.
Yes.
Also, happy wedding to the Burlesque friends. She would be a racist.
It's not the two of us.
And there is always tons of stuff happening here at the Funhouse Lounge, so check it out on funhouselounge.com or follow us on Facebook or the Insta. And you will be informed. Okay, so we're going to get started with the second half. We don't know what's going to happen. We did not talk about it at intermission. We just talked about what's already happened. So to start off the second half, we are going to take, let's see, what's one of the characters that you would like to see in the first scene? Ricard, the brother. Yes, I was like, Ricard, that's the same thing. Okay, Ricard the brother. Who's somebody we would like to see with Ricard? Percival. Oh, all right. So Ricard and Percival. Good question. I think Ricard in whatever body Ricard is in right now.
Okay, great.
That is my understanding.
Yep.
Yes. The audience says yes. Okay. So, and thus we begin the second half of this episode, never before seen, never seen again, of Comedy of Terrors, Werewolf.
I hope these rooms are to your liking. I have procured everything you did ask of me, including this book and this fruit.
Yes, the book and fruit are merely for my luncheon and my studies. I need them so I may improve myself for our king.
It does make good sense to me, although it is not my place to ask. Is there anything else thou dost require of me?
No, you have been most excellent and most helpful. I prithee, I thank you. Much kind.
I am glad to hear it. I will draw your attention to the window just
The window is quite lovely, for I see the kingdom of which I have no need for. I just like it.
I am glad to hear it.
Prithee, please give me my leave so I may prepare myself for the king's feast tonight.
Yes, my lady.
Jove. My nerves do run and rack at millions of ticks and ticks. My very sister's lessons, they seem to paid off in some sense. Alack. I do fear that I shall never make this jest fully acceptable. I hope only that in some way the witch's curse may be undone. If I may have a drop of blood spilled upon mine, and same be my sister, our bodies may switch back. And what is right will once again be what is right, and what is left will once again be what is left. But hence, until then, I fear my mind is not my own, but my body is where I must go home.
That he sleeps at a time of dusk. The fire blazes, and yet I am not warm. I wished to be more like my father. Strong, well-bearded, cunning. Yet here I am in a cold, mysterious, foreign forest, with a servant who can't even light a fire. Yet he slumbers, calmly. Sweet, peaceful sleep, no less. Yet I stay awake. And as the moon drifts higher and higher, just a moment. It is a distraction of the light. The dark, foreign forest, of course, with the moonlight grazing through the branches, did but deceive my eyes. Stir not, for I must look once more. Oh, God! Oh! 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 What has become of me? Perhaps it is this mysterious forest. Before, a change within me. Oh, Roderick, wake not, for to see me in such an odd state will horrify and disturb you. Hunger encompasses my body.
Sir.
Wake not, poor Roderick.
Sir, I am awakened.
Thou canst not deny the bloody rush that doth appear inside thine eyes.
Hast thou not heard the sounds of the forest?
Heard them I have, poor Roderick, and obey them I must.
'Tis cold, warm thyself by the fire.
I shall warm myself with much more. Loyal Roderick.
Yes, sire.
Sweet Roderick.
Yes, sire.
My stomach doth growl in the hunger that... Nay,
Perhaps I can find a rabbit for thee.
no, a rabbit will not suffice. Roderick,
Sire.
you have been a loyal servant for many years.
Always, sire, to both your father and to you.
And were I to bid for one thing, ask for but one thing, I would say,
Well, I already made the fire.
and thou didst adequately make the fire.
Yes, sir.
Were I to ask thee for sustenance, thou abide,
Of course, sir, of course.
and bid thy farewell, precious Roderick.
Lucky are we, for the king does seem to be interested. And yet unlucky are we, for I will not enjoy the fruit of this deceit. And yet lucky am I, for I had misestimated the strength of my dear brother's hands. And they are strong. And his hips, and they are square. The body is not the problem. The fruit of our labor is. Oh, why me? Yet again I am unlucky. I am never satisfied. I wished only to elevate my station from that which it was already pretty good, but I wanted more. Is that a fault? I think not. And yet, the plan, it is working, so I should be pleased that my brain is thus. And yet I am sad. For now the king is convinced that I am a servant, and bend my back like this I will, and plead and smile, and plead and smile. Very well, I will strengthen my heart to the task, for at least I will live in the castle.
Highness, the hall is set, the plates laid, the knives, the forks, the spoons, just so. And thy lady is making herself ready.
'Tis a glorious day, for I have not met such a fine woman as Lady Valerie in all my years.
Indeed, there is none quite like
no,
her.
no.
And yet,
I sense you have hesitation.
and yet her servant hath caught my eye.
The servant seems somewhat dim-witted to me, but I understand.
To me they are quite comely, but perhaps it is the eye of a servant that seeks a servant.
Perhaps that is true. Ah, but then in that regard, Lady Valerie would be a queen.
Yes, it is true. Just so.
And I do not believe she is one.
Not yet.
Perhaps she is. Perhaps she is a hidden queen. Ha ha ha! 'Tis quite a thought. But
Indeed, sire, you are truly most wise.
for me, she is a queen already. Yes, that is it. That is how I see her. Ah, 'tis a dream come true.
Indeed, it is just so. And let us both pray that on the morrow, or perhaps 2 or 3 days hence, we may both be wed.
Comfort me, dear moon.
to be.
A man's voice I hear. Are you a talking tree?
Were I to be a tree, I would beg thee to leave.
Oh.
For would you two both lift up your roots and depart at this time, then the safety of thy natural life shall continue on.
Surely ye jest. For a tree causes no threat. However, a howling tree I have not met before. Do howling trees possess a quality out of which other trees do not?
Indeed, for my bark doth bite.
Your skill with words, goodly tree, do astound. I fear a little, and yet my curiosity leads me forward. You're shaking in my boots once more.
Young lad, what value do you put on your life?
Oh, why, one day prior to this day, maybe more than this day itself, and perhaps someday in the future, maybe more than in this minute, but at this particular point in my time, I feel quite lonely indeed, and value not my own life, for the life of my sister.
Sister. Thou hast a sister.
Really? I'll tell you when this once I searched.
Why do you seek me, darling? For I really meant to clear my mind, but a lady of your stature must stay hidden behind walls and keep safe.
Presently, we are requested at the king's feast, and yet.
Nay, ye are requested. I am but a servant. You are a lady, and I am a servant. You get to be in the feast, and I do not get to do it. And it is good, and the plan is working, and I am happy. The tree, it makes puns.
You stay and continue your battle of wits against said wood, and I suppose I shall go on without to the king's feast, but without you, my sister, this entire forthcoming it has no point.
Oh!
This tree is quite loud.
'Tis the tree that was here first. And now Lady doth approach and then request to leave. Perhaps either both stay or both go. For if you don't, who knows what this tree will show?
The tree has threatened me twice this way. And when the tree does remain, the howling, it did cause me to quake, and yet no action has been taken. I therefore believe that we are safe in remaining and having this conversation between you and I, for zero threat appears to be among us.
I do agree, though my presence be quite requested and awaited upon, the night being such a beautiful sun.
Yes, the moon doth shine so bright, and I am so confident in my assessment of our safety. I believe we should sit beneath this tree and carry on in our tete-a-tete.
You being my wise and most respected sister, shall I say brother, I do agree.
Is not youth ridiculous? Not only doth she call him a she, but they both sit behind this, an obviously dangerous tree. I guess I shall have but no other choice but to eat them unless they run from my howling voice.
the hour is late. And yet, Lady Valerie is not yet here.
Highness, I have searched high and low. I do not know where.
Oh, my good king!
I do apologize for bringing my lady so late. We were running. There was a moaning tree, and
Those monsters!
I have said too many words. I apologize for my mouth does run so.
It is quite an honor. I, the king, feel the honor that thou hast run here, so that thou would not be as late. 'Tis fine.
'Tis my heart that compels me to run. 'Tis your heart of which I run toward. For this feast, it shall be our finest. Huh?
Though confessing truly what did occur, there is indeed a moaning tree, and it did threaten us, and that was certainly part of our decision to run, though certainly not the most important one.
Trees in my kingdom do not moan. 'Tis not true.
Ah, then perhaps it was not a tree.
Hear that?
'Tis not true. No.
Truly, I am incapable of taking in anything thou sayest, for I am so swooned by your beautiful cadence. Pray you stay with us to this feast.
Yes, yes. We shall all enjoy the feast.
Oh, a feast, and we shall both partake in the meat. Why, yes, indeed, I will accept this invitation.
Look, these foolish mortals. They did ask for a love potion once, and they shall have it. For into the feast somewhere I did slip me a love potion. Who is to eat it? I know not.
The moon doth be blocked by clouds, and yet, for a brief moment, I feel human again. The horrors that I befell my friend, my servant, were they but a dream? Or did that moonlight transform? I have tasted Roderick. I am. Oh! The beast remains. Internally, externally as well, and yet I do not wish to be a monster. I saw but a young lad, and I believe his sister. And yet their foolishness at my feet did once more give me hope. And yet my desires to kill them waned massively. They were young, they deserved to die. But I could not do it. In the tree I hid, waiting. But a feast they spoke of. Perhaps eating food would quench the hunger that I do at this time truly feel burning inside my belly. A feast. Yes, perhaps inside, where no moon shone, I were to stay human, and may attend said feast, eat said food, and be nourished, therefore no longer returning to beast.
Tis time!
Allow me to carry at least one glass, for I am also meant to serve. Truly, we will serve together. Hopefully in more ways than one. Yes, it is always nice to work in companionship when serving someone.
Wait, you have thy royal goblet.
Perhaps a trade is in order.
Yes, a trade is certainly in order.
We will also trade. And in this way we'll be prepared for a feast.
I do think I like your cup better.
Ah, a trade then.
Perhaps Lady Valerie would like the goblet.
Good king, my heart doth call out from said goblet. It shines most beautifully.
Yes, we should trade so that the person that shined the most at the table doth have the goblet that shines.
You honor me.
Nancy! Prince Lupin! My gracious king! I have traveled far and very darkly through your forest.
I do not recall who you are or why you are at my feast.
Be not upset, my lord. I am but a nearby kingdom's prince. My father passed away most recently, and 'twas his dying wish that I were to gather myself along the kingdom, to greet the other rulers, and to announce myself as a nearby lord.
Well, as it was your father's wish, you are welcome.
Thank you, gracious host.
I offer you my glass, for I am but the servant of this lovely lady and need not to drink.
Indeed.
Or enjoy a feast.
Will not touch.
And yet, 'twas my father who died recently, and I am a prince newly kinged. Perhaps the largest glass should be mine.
I'd be happy to keep the glass. Enjoy the feast.
In which case I shall both claim it.
Not really, methinkest you are overstaying your welcome. Percival, kill this man. Kill this man.
Please, you know I am a diplomat.
I am a servant. I will do the killing.
I too am a lord and king.
This is not your land. This is not your castle. This is not your feast.
And this is how I am greeted.
I have opened my arms to greet thee.
I have offered my glass.
And I have offered my apologies. Perhaps I was too rash. Joining in your feast was but a request, a courtesy I had assumed based upon my long and wondrous journey, our potential further relationship, and a random female.
You do be a guest in thy kingdom, and if an alliance is to be formed, it may be prosperous for you.
He hath already been invited to the feast. Need I say it again and again until he accepts it without the goblet? For that is the item in question at this time.
The goblet is not necessary then.
Ah,
I humbly accept the feast.
your apology is humbly accepted as well.
And in accepting, he takes my glass.
Young lad, I care not for the glass, for the feast is what I do wish to partake.
Have you something ailing you?
No,
For your body doth sway to and fro.
no, not one bit. I am sure a delicious feast will do well to settle my beast.
Yes,
He speaks truly, and your face does grow paler than the moon.
yes. It just looks like the moon that is full.
I know not what you speak of. What saith you about a moon?
Good king, perhaps if you approach the prince and make alms to him, this entire quarrel may be forgotten.
I shall begin upon the feast, as you speak.
He is serving the feast upon himself. Percival, feed the man.
I am sorry, for I am of a lower station than even yourself. Look how nice your servant's outfit is.
Percival, I have noticed the outfit is better than even mine.
It is not my fault, sire. I am a man of taste.
And I am a man of one button.
I'm a woman, definitely.
Yes, I will serve, for I did not to... No, he is serving himself.
I have never seen someone eat quite in this manner.
Nor have I. He is nearly like an animal. Indeed. He does resemble a dog.
He doth burrow into the food as if it were dirt, and as if he were making a hole with which he could hide himself.
If I do not mistake, I believe he did wag his tail.
White horses inside his mouth do seem to enlarge and by the minute.
Methinks his manner most unlike a prince.
Methinks he sounds like a tree.
First of all, what is that sound?
I do not know, Highness.
You must know, for you are my advisor. Make it go away.
And you're very wise. I have heard you speak to the king. Ah, he leaves. The problem is solved.
Let's drink.
Cursed blinds opening to reveal the delightful moon. And yet, the delicious meal set before me did not satiate a hunger. And yet the hunger inside burns both brighter now that I have both smelled the sweet flesh of both human and food. Oh, that I would kill these dignitaries, a king no less. Yet, were I to kill the king, and yet all of his subjects, I would rule the kingdom. Oh, conundrum. The food is yet left a taste in my mouth that both feels odd and bubbly inside.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is the prince in actuality a dog? I was concerned, and so I grabbed a sword with which to protect me. But now, in laying eyes on a dog, perhaps a remedy can be found for our predicament.
The fire that burns inside me has gone lower. This lad appears before me, and a moment prior, when I had thought, why not kill, I suddenly feel an urge of, why not thrill?
Keep that thing upon us.
Indeed, my rather than gnash his teeth, he doth wag his tongue.
Fair hound, what is your intention?
The fair maiden both does disturb me, and yet I desire to feast upon her. And yet the lad I find to be both attractive and yet a potential mate. Which I might state is not my usual way.
My sword is certain, and yet my hand is unsteady, for the signals they do confuse. I am feeling an emotion that I cannot describe with words, but only...
Fair sister, use my strong hands and my square to defend me.
Very well, I will steady your strong hands upon this sword, and I will plunge the sword into the chest of the beast, and we will then be switched. And I will be me, and you will be you.
The gloriness of a silvery sword glistening the moonlight off. His eyes do but look most handsome.
Prithee, this beast do look upon us in eyes quite different from one another. It should be me.
Behold, thy hand, steady thy heart. For notice you not that the hound hath taken a liking to me.
I I notice indeed, and I doth not liken his likeness.
What say ye, Wolfman? Are you man or are you beast?
Question of the ages. How to answer? I know.
Tarry, hound of hell! You shall not my sister touch any longer or view with your dirty hound eyes.
Oh, my
Did
shoulder!
Sister!
Brother, you have...
Did she once more call him sister?
Brother, you have marred my shoulder. I blame you not. It was an accident. But the blood doth flow down my arm to yours.
Hey.
It was such a successful feast, did you think not?
It was quite an adventure indeed, Highness, but I must say,
Yes.
let us review.
Yeah.
We are in agreement.
Yes.
The next time we see both the Lady Valerie and her servant, we will propose.
We will propose.
At the
Upon
same
our
time.
knees, yes. We will.
Thou art ready?
Yes, but I would that it would happen sooner rather than later, for the wine is still within me.
Yes,
Makes
I am
it
most
easier.
afeard I will lose my nerve. Which is why we will do it as a duo.
First of all, I know that Timothy isn't here and you feel uncomfortable, but first of all,
Yes, Highness.
tis your job.
Hold beast. I will slay you before you touch that man.
Well, slay away!
Dost thou now applaud my death?
Yea, feel free
The
to
horror-
applaud.
The horrors that I do feel at this moment. Wolf spirit! Wolf spirit, I do need thee guidance. Wolf, I have obeyed thy commands, taken my human body to a beastly form, killed as the desires inside me burst with hunger. Command me once more, dear spirit.
Thou hast performed it well, young wolf. Thou hast known the two most valiant things, love and death. And knowing both, thou canst proceed. What seest thou ahead?
Field, that I may run,
Yea,
kingdom that I may oversee. Thank you, spirit.
go and be a prince, young wolf.
Forgive me, my king, for we were attacked, and now we have slain the beast that did attack us, but our appearances may be a little altered, but only slightly, though.
My hair was also cut in the process.
And I did lose my bodice.
First of all, I am accused, advise.
Highness, I see both good and bad. The bad being that both both these noble people are indistinguishable from the other. They do seem to have something slightly different about them. The good being that they do both seem comely and desirable.
That is true! Lady
I
Valerie!
am Lady Valerie indeed, and my servant Ricard is my brother. And this is the surprise with which we have deceived you, in that we told you not that we were related. And it is the only lie.
Tis of no consequence, for you are in fact a queen, as we had within our midst moaning trees, general moaning in general, and this beast, and yet thee, as a true queen, was able to kill the beast.
Yes, for I learned a lesson in my dreams that strong hands are born of strong conviction.
Lady Valerie, will you
The king, he talked
be
very
my
sweet.
queen?
Oh, yes!
More times and they're all gonna be different, so come back, tell your